Hey, Gitbox here. Welcome to Market Monday. There are more coin making methods right now in Madden 21 than I can remember in any sort of Madden ever. Now, there are not loopholes, which is like you only need one method for everybody to eat, but there's a lot of different paths for you to take right now for you to eat. So let me go through them. Some of them are going to be better than others for you. Whatever you feel like doing, do it. But it's kind of crazy. First of all, let's hear from our sponsor. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Okay, so let's take a look first. For those who are members of the Den over on Twitch, if you sub to me, I'm going to be sending out this Snipe sheet developed by 13 Xenu for the Den for subscribers. So I'll just send it to your email on Twitch if you subbed over there. But basically, it's an auto-updating price sheet for PlayStation. There'll be a link for Xbox and PC with basically target prices to buy. You can kind of look through there. I'm not going to go through too much of this here since it's only for subscribers on Twitch, but definitely do that and you'll be able to get it through the email. That's the only way you'll be able to get it. But let's go over into the training spreadsheet first. So where are we at for training? Prices are significantly up, right? The market is rising, especially from the weekend. People on TikTok did not believe me when I said, hey, buy your 84, 85s, 86s. When they crash on Saturday, sell during the week. You were buying 84s at about 30K on Saturday when those legend packs came out. They are now looking at 42, 85s, 58. I don't remember exactly what they were at. But yeah, they've gone up dramatically. Anybody who's been paying attention. So yes, the Fox has been around the block a few times. He knows his shit on this stuff. So, although, I don't know, preteens don't believe me, I hope people on YouTube and the YouTube comments do when I tell you these coin making methods. But that is basically what I believe is referred to as a weekly cycle right there, right? Buy low when the packs come out, people are ripping a lot of them. Sell later when those cards are not being ripped out of packs as much. So, there it is. That's gonna eat pretty well for a while. I mean, that was like consistent all last year, the year before that. That's been like since I've been doing this. Okay, we've been talking about that. With that out of the way, those are your investment pieces. Okay, now let's go to like how to make coins right now. A few different methods. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then some of last week's methods where I talked about last Market Monday, which I can review quick at the end. So 4 other ones. Okay. First one, I did this today on Twitch, very risky, and I want to show you my results. This one and the next one is less risky, but this one's maybe the worst, but the most fun, okay? I don't know if you consider opening packs fun, but I do. Let me put me right here so I can get out of the way of the spreadsheet. Okay. So anyways, I opened 600,000 coins worth of Get a Gold player packs. And here are my results with what I listed them each for. Now, I believe most of them sold as I didn't really have too much of an issue. So, I spent 600K. I totaled them all up at the end. And I ended up getting 790,000 coins out of the 600 I spent. Obviously, once you take out tax, I'm left with 712 out of 600K. Now, you could say, okay, well, you didn't make much. If you wouldn't have pulled Von Miller, you didn't make much. If you didn't pull this coin card, you didn't make much. But like these are ones like these big gets, and I got a lot near the start. The other ones, like this was my big loss. This one right here, I lost 25,000 coins on this run of 20. But overall, I made, if not, I broke even on 3 runs. Now I'm not saying do this. I'm saying it could be risky. Your mileage may vary. You can get into a bad run of luck, right? But it does look okay, especially with what I've heard from people. Let me know if you guys end up doing this. This one's, like I said, the most risky of the coin making methods, but because of how expensive golds are and a low elites, this method looks pretty crazy, and you can pull mid to high elites, which would really boost your coin stack. So Get a Gold packs look like they're even paying off right now, because like the prices on these things, like 78, 79s are 5,000 coins themselves. You can sell them for 80s for 16,000 are selling for 81, 17, even the low 8. I mean, like, it's just absurd prices right now. But due to rerolls and superstar prices, which we'll get to in a second, the market's the market. That's the fair market value of it, right? So with that was my Get a Gold I tried. So that's what 120 of them, I believe, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 of them. So sample size isn't 1,000, which is basically like the good sample size. You really want 1,000 to fully test them. But It worked out pretty well for me. Made some coins. It took me, I would say, an hour and a half to do that. But then I'm like shitting around with chat for a lot of that too. So maybe you'll be able to get it down to an hour. Then somebody on the Mutt subreddit, which is a great place to go. Shout out to Shadow for MVP here because they got a lot of good information on the sub. He did a good job. He pulled 100 Get a Player packs, which are silver. So he did 100. Total spent 50K. If you go down here, read through it. I'll put this link in the description to it. Go ahead and give him an upvote. Basically, total profit made after upgrading low golds, 114 after taxed. Just over 100,000 coins for probably about 50 coins. So 50,000 coins. So he doubled his coin stack for pulling 100 Get a Player packs. So if you have very low coins, this is solid. I've been talking about this for a week. This pack always pays out early in the year, and it continues into 21. So he doubled his coins, and not a bad idea, right? And he didn't hit any of the 25,000 plus cards like Tyreek Hill, Julio power-up. So he just sold off regular cards. So it's a great time to be pulling packs. The most fun way of making coins is here, right? Pulling packs. That's why I want to put those up first. It's not like just doing sets and exchange and stuff, but you will have to do that. But you know, this is excitement, and get a gold is super exciting. So sweet. Okay, next up on that, let's go through the superstar method with arbitrage, which has died down a little bit. I got two superstar methods for you. One is, okay, so when this stuff first launches, and I'm guessing it's going to come up next Friday when we get Superstar Part 2. If you didn't see my video from this morning, Kralo confirmed it coming Friday. So just FYI, we'll get that Zeke and cards. So I do expect when that to happen for cards to potentially go up in price. If they don't, you know, c'est la vie, que sera, sera, right? But anyways, Superstar MVPs. When cards and Superstar MVPs are going for more than non-Superstar MVPs, and there's a training way of doing it, you can arbitrage your way into it. Basically, you buy lower training, and then you roll for other cards and sell at a higher training value. It's what we call arbitrage. We've been talking about it for quite some time. I feel like I've said that word a ton over the last year or two. So anyways, right now, these prices look about equal. But when it first came out, and I talked about this when it did, I mean, this one's a little different, this one's a little different, sure. But these were vastly different, okay? So, like, you could buy cheap training up here, roll it down, sell the superstar golds. And it's another method still that we're about to go through with that. And you were able to make coins. Now, to make coins now off that same method, we're going to have to involve a set. And it's an old set, but it's a good set, okay? So how do we do that? Well, let's look through this. When we look through the gold reroll for the superstar MVPs, you will look to gold reroll a 76 to 78 overall superstar MVP player. Okay, you're like, okay, what sets do 76 to 78s go over? 77 to 78s go into a few. 76s go into a couple, one less. So, all right, let's get that on our mind. Sets. All right, superstar MVP sets. All right, so we can get an 80 overall to 82 for 576s. All right. 576s for an 80. All right. What can I do with those 77 and 78s? Team Builders, Series 1. 77s. All right. That's hot. So it takes 5 of my 76s, 10 of my 76s for these two, and then 6 77 and 78s here. All right. It's not bad. Let's think about that. Team Builder. Let's do that math. How much does it cost to get one of those rolls? Let's look at it. Store. Special offers. Training. 60 training. Okay. How much does 60 training cost? Let's go over that handy-dandy spreadsheet. 60 training at our cheapest training price. And obviously these are unfiltered, so you potentially could get better snipes than this. Looks like 55. Looks like 87s are okay. Hey, shout out to German for subbing during a YouTube video. 53 for a 90 or 87. Maybe you find a snipe and you could get under 53. But right now we just did 53. So 60 training times 53 coins for training. So 3,180 coins for each roll. So it costs you 3K for each roll. A little bit above that, but let's round it so it's easier. So if it costs me 6, equals 6 times 3,000 for the low team builders, for the golds, and then it costs me 10 equals 10 times 3,000, 30,000. So it takes 48K to roll into them. That's okay, I guess. Right? 10, 48K. All right, let's look at the team builders. How much are those going for? It's not bad. And that's at standard training prices. You can get it lower, you can get it higher. All right. So, team builders. Team builders, 51, 53, 59. We're getting some of them. Some of them maybe into the 60s. Let's look for teams. So 60K is what a lot of them are at. Let's look at the Broncos. Right, we see him potentially sell at 60K. You could sell at 59, make it for 48. So what is that profit? 6K per. So there is a potential that it closes. 6K per make. Doesn't take that long. That's not bad. Not bad. It's a method, not a loophole, because it involves the market. It is what it is, right? It is there. Not perfect, but it's a thing. And cheaper training you get, more profit you get. All right, so that is a team builder with superstar method. Of course, there's always the unfiltered to filtered method that I want to talk about before I move on to another one. So like looking at this stuff, right? When you go to that same thing, let's go to team superstar MVPs. All right, so when you look at unfiltered prices on this stuff, this is a great thing of sniping. I just want to tell you guys this. So you got unfiltered prices. People will buy these things unfiltered, 3,600, but then when you actually drill down, I might not find anything right here. 3,600, 26. All right, so this is phenomenal. This is better on the mobile app. Yeah, so I want it. So I'm just gonna list it for 35. Easy flips. Obviously, do this on the mobile app, not here, but that's 31, right? That one's 31. I can sell this for 3,500, and then make an easy profit there. That's what, a 700 coin profit for 2 seconds. Where doesn't it show up? Why doesn't it show up this year? Did I not win that? But I just want to show you that sniping opportunity. Filtered to unfiltered. All right, I did win him. Auction, 3,500. Definitely a great way of making that. Filter down. Look at the unfiltered prices on cards. And you do that for a lot of sets. Not just superstars. You can do that for a lot. Oh, I got a lot of quick sells. What are these things from? Winning game. Oh, maybe they're winning games. I've been winning like crazy lately. All right, yeah. So yeah, the arbitrage method, team builders. Also, you know what? Yeah. That's what I want to do. Okay. Barry Sanders set still looks profitable from what people are telling me. People are making that Barry Sanders sets. Of course, always wait on your golds for the Barry Sanders set. So if you want to do the team affinity, you gotta have a decent amount to sell. Start with. Of course, you sell these things as you go. You can do it on alt accounts, but it is kind of a grind. I don't know. I don't think I'd do it twice. But I'm just telling you, people are still telling me this is profitable because Barry Sanders is still over 1 million coins. You can basically make them all. Like what I've heard is people telling me they're making all of them for about, price, and you can sell them back and make a profit. I can show you. Actually, I'll put this spreadsheet in the description below. It's from a previous video of mine, but it's the Barry Sanders snipe sheet. So I just want to show you that. Let me navigate to that video first, and I'll show it to you. So it's from the EA Barry Sanders view on YouTube. Yeah, I'll put it in the description here too. But I do want to show you this. I should have had it set up beforehand. Sorry, this is going on a lot. This is a ton of things to do. So the Barry Sanders snipe sheet that you guys can look at here. But yeah, basically, if you make it, but if you pay, you never pay full price for these things, right? Some of them you can't pay full price for, but you will end up sniping a lot of these golds. And some of this looks a little out of date. Some of these prices may have changed. And maybe the sell price on some of these things have changed too. But if you snipe these things, especially the golds under value, and don't overpay for some of them, you can make some pretty easy coins. It's not like easy because it's still a grind to do it, but it's pretty good coins doing the Barry Sanders set. Definitely look at the exchange sets again. You can snipe Basically, because 80s are going for 16K or so. So if you go to the exchange, player exchange, if you snipe the 75 overalls, so since 80s are going for 16K, if you snipe 75 overalls at like, what is it, 6 of them, 2K, you can make some pretty good coin there just by exchanging them. So look through 75 overalls through the auction house. You're going to find a ton of them at that 2K level. Here, I'll just show you right now. That's a good exchange set. Just put them in the set right away. So 75s. Filter. I generally like going by team. Let me just go down. We'll do Broncos first. Broncos down to 2.8. All right, not great. 3K is too much because 80 overalls, like 81 and 82s, like when you look at the trading spreadsheet, if you get like an 82, you're in a pretty good profit, but if you pull an 80, you want to get on to 16. So because it's 6 of them, you could also do 5 superstar. We'll just say 6 of them. So if you pull them at like what 2.5, maybe that's too much. But like under 2.5, you're doing okay. So 2.2 is a fine because 2.2 times 6 is 12, 13, 2. So you can exchange that. So if I buy this one, buy. I want looks like there wasn't a lot of competition there. I hate how it doesn't pop up this year. It doesn't pop up till afterwards. But yeah, 2.2 is a good price range through that set, and it's a solid, it's honest work. I prefer pulling golds over it, but like a lot of people like sniping on the block. Obviously, there's some filters better than others that you can go through. That one kind of looks like a full filter, 3K. That's So yeah, your mileage may vary on the sniping set stuff. There's always the account level grinding too, if you're willing to pay for it, and then transfer over the coins that way, just by grinding this stuff and then transferring cards, quick selling for training, and then using that training on the training auction, not auction house, but marketplace or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of snipes here. I thought I'd find more 75s, so around 2.2 or so, but I'm really not. Maybe the filter ain't it. Maybe it's as successful. Maybe it's as good just to go through like 80 overall filters and try and snipe out of that versus 75 just to do the exchange levels. We'll see what 80s are looking like. And 14K. We're looking for like under 13 on a good snipe. 14. Of course, sniping during the week isn't as good as sniping during the weekend when people are actually pulling packs or like when new content comes out as like the snipe, like snipe god time. So it is a little bit lower. I hope the Pirates lost. They were in the 9th when I turned it off. God, I hope they lost. We're going for the first overall pick this year. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that when I was sniping here. Your mind kind of wanders sometimes. But yeah, tons of methods. Recap them. The exchange sets that I just talked about. Even going from low golds to high golds is good exchange set stuff. The get a gold player, the gag method, the get a player method, get a gold player method, the superstar method with arbitrage, the team builders with those superstars, the upgrades from 76s to 80s, especially for superstars, right? Superstar upgrades. I want to look at those. So superstars are going for 3K. You can get to an 80 superstar. So it's 5 to 1 for superstars. For 76 is up. So 4K times 5 is about 20K. That's not that good. Never mind. But I was just thinking of it. The investment of buying 84, 85, 6 on Saturday, that's one of the best ways of doing it. The snipe sheet that I showed you and Barry Sanders set. Cool. That's it. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully this little time was good for both of us. It was for me. Hopefully it was for you. Thanks for watching Call to Action. See you tomorrow.